I think the last 3 years with 5G have always been about technology, exciting use cases. It's it's going to be ultra reliable, low latency. It's going to be massive amounts of IoT. I think this year there's a bit of a reality check. I think in reality, most of what we're hearing today is kind of a 4G plus story. I think the big message above all else we're hearing is the needs to prove the economics of 5G. The technology looks very, very promising, but the economics, the operational model, the operational costs are quite they're not certain at the moment. So if I would just be one point, it's the economic model. And if it's new use cases, it's the new business models that you will adopt, whether it's internal to the CSP or whether it's with partners. So again, just sort of stepping away is if we want to go into the electrical industry or we want to go into the manufacturing industry, it's much more about understanding how the business model of a manufacturing or electricity is, rather than it's about the imposition of a telecoms model on those players. So at the end of the day, it's one thing. It's the numbers. It's the economics, which is going to be the key thing in making 5G correct. I think they're central to the problem. If we look at 5G, a lot of the aspects of it will be about actually, unfortunately, increased costs. Inherently it's a more complicated network. Inherently the benefits are of a much more dynamic network, whether that's network slicing or that's slicing of the radio frequencies or lots more microcells or massive MIMO, for example. All of that is complexity. So therefore, if you're going to introduce it, and you're going to introduce it in the current way, you're going to increase actually massively operational cost. Therefore, the critical need in 5G is going to be automation of a lot of the things that are actually currently done by people. Okay, and test and measurement is inherently the key driver of automation. If you can't measure it, you can't automate it. If you can't understand what your network is doing, or the and as I say, going back to this, I describe 5G as a bit like you've been used to playing checkers or drafts, and you're now faced with a situation which is you've got to play 3D chess. Okay, and therefore, in terms of the way, the methodology, and you've got to rethink the thing, and being able to visualize, being able to see the combinations of things is going to be incredibly important. And that's where test and diagnostics, but also the ability to put the message together in terms of the topologies, the way the topologies work, is going to be incredibly important to 5G. So it's what enables automation.